Is Will here from Shadow Ascent, signing back in once again, coming at you with another video. And today I want to talk about vulnerability and the importance of being honest with yourself, with other people, and how I have struggled with that at times, but also how I've excelled in that regard, and kind of just giving some advice, giving my insight. And I want to open the door for anyone watching this to feel comfortable expressing themselves. You know, I think mental health, it gets talked about quite a bit nowadays, and it's a vital asset to be not just like perfectly aligned mentally. Obviously that's very difficult, but at least to have outlets and places you can go to express your mind and what's going on within, because there's a lot of depth to us as human beings, emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, within all these pillars of our lives. Talking about some of my issues and the things I'm dealing with on this channel has come relatively easy to me, or even around my friends, even around the people that I'm closest with. It can be something that I am capable of doing, not just capable, but like willing to do. However, around my parents, it's something that I've really struggled to do. A lot of the issues that I've faced in my life over the past few years and even now revolve around sex and the questioning of my own sexuality, dealing with addiction to porn and kind of trying to rewire everything, dealing with sexual dysfunction, low libido, and all these things. And I don't necessarily want to go so far into that in this video, but it's been like the biggest cause for stress personally for me over the years. And it's obviously difficult to just talk about that with your parents. You know, you don't just have that conversation so easily. But I want to be more open about things with people and not hide so much. That's a goal of mine in life, is to not feel like I have to hide or protect certain aspects of myself from the world, from those around me. And being vulnerable is, in my opinion, one of the strongest things that you can do as a human. I believe that we obviously have different aspects or characteristics or interests that bring us together as human beings, right? Whether it's religion or politics or humor, entertainment, food, right? Or even just where you live. There's a lot of things that can kind of provide us with a sense of community, but nothing really can to the same extent that our emotions do. Even if you have such a massive difference between yourself and another individual in regards to your beliefs on the world or your cultural background or your interests and hobbies and your style, nothing can quite compare to the raw sense of just opening up and freeing something so tucked within. I find it very difficult, and I believe everyone finds it very difficult, to just talk about this stuff, right? Mental health and your personal struggles and some things you might be ashamed to speak up on because you're, for one, maybe not wanting to put that burden upon other people, but you also feel like alien, or as if people won't understand, or they will judge or perceive you a certain way. Fear of judgment is something that I have always struggled with, and that is something particularly around my parents too that has kind of prevented me from wanting to truly open up to them and be honest about some of my daily struggles or some of the things going on in my sex life, like I referenced, or even some of the experiences I've had that I've talked about on this channel with psychedelics and how much they've impacted my life. I don't want people to take it the wrong way, and I'm also just trying to kind of protect myself. I can't lie. That's a big reason why I've held back from opening up towards them. I have a lot of love for life and a lot of gratitude and things that I appreciate. Along this journey, I'm really trying to learn to love and embrace myself, and also that difficult process that it is. I believe that there's points where things in life seem just to be discombobulated. They seem everywhere. They don't seem like they are aligned, or you kind of lack direction, and there's a lot of action that needs to take place in our lives. You know, there's a continuous mountain that we climb, but I do believe that when things do kind of seem that way, like they're discombobulated, it's probably a sign of some form of change or transformation that is taking shape, right? For me, I don't want to go too into detail because I have in the past few videos, but entering a new relationship is a big change for me. Obviously, it's the first relationship I've ever been in, so there's so much that's taking shape. And within that, there's a lot of like insecurities and realizations that are being brought to the forefront regarding, like I said, the sex stuff I've been through, but also my attachment style, like love language, and trying to understand how to balance everything out. And also this year, I want to try and find a new form of generating income, whether it's a job or something, right? So it's a big shift. It's a leveling up process, and I'm turning 24 in just a couple of weeks here. And part of me, it's like I should be happy. I should feel good, right? I'm now in a relationship. I love this person, right? It's my birthday. I'm going to be 24 soon. I should be happy. But it's not that I'm just sad, right? I'm not trying to imply that. It's sort of that it's uncomfortable, and there's a lot of difficulties that I'm trying to deal with and grow and understand and learn to accept and embrace throughout this entire challenge. I'm comfortable to seek help because I don't think it's a bad thing. If you need some help, if you need someone to talk to, if you need a shoulder to lean on, if you need to just speak up about this stuff, it's not to say that there's anything wrong with you. It's actually very human. And I realize that seeking this help is quite honestly the strongest and most courageous thing that I can do, to be open about it, to be honest about it. Because we can just sit back and run from it, hide things and protect ourselves from everything. But we have that choice as to whether or not we want to face it and be brutally honest with ourselves and with those around us. And also, I have been very honest about some of these issues that I face with my girlfriend and how it's affected me. So it's a good start, but I also want to figure out what I can do to overcome this hurdle, right? And sort of reprieve myself of the negative attachments I have revolving around intimacy and love, and try and find that course of action and talk to someone who's a professional or a therapist and actually take those necessary steps. And that is the thing I'm realizing. It's time to do that, and there's nothing wrong with that. If you feel like you're struggling mentally, then that's okay. Obviously, you want to do something about it. It's not okay when you don't do anything about it, but you're human, and you have a right to be stressed, anxious, scared, doubtful, all of these things, or even perplexed in so many ways. It's very natural to have these phases in our lives where you go through this stuff, because there's so much we learn, especially through changes and new experiences, learning how to adapt, especially on the fly. But it's not okay when you are sitting there and doing nothing to help out yourself and try and actually accept things or learn or grow and embrace the difficulties. You need to take that action. And one of the first steps in opening up is recognizing and accepting like you have a problem, but that's not to say that it's unsolvable or that there's anything wrong with you. And that's truly what I'm looking to embrace right now and accept, is that, hey, through these struggles that I'm facing, there's nothing wrong with me. I'm just a human being, just like you watching this video. Just like everybody I know, everybody you know. And it's okay to have struggles. It's not the end of the world. I'm gonna resolve this issue. I believe in myself. And I want to start saying that. I love myself. I believe in myself. I'm very grateful for the life I live. I am open to love. I am open to change. I am open to growth. And I'm deserving of it. And saying these affirmations is very important, because sometimes I have this inner critic that wants to convince me otherwise. But it's good to talk about it. And that's why I want to use this platform to do that, but also talk to people who understand and can give me some tips, pointers, and not fix everything for me, of course, but maybe give me a little bit of guidance. And like I said, that guidance kind of revolves around sex and trying to be more confident, remove myself of some of the negative attachments I have towards it, and get to a point where I have a truly healthy and passionate sex life, essentially. So if you made it this far, I hope you guys enjoy, and if you are struggling with anything, then I encourage you, whether it's through this video, even in the comment section, or looking for therapy, or talking to those around you, or writing them down, be open, be honest. You know, that takes guts, but it's essential to do that. Be open about it. Find a place to vent and discuss these issues that you are facing. You know, we all go through it. We all do. But it's important to talk about it. And I encourage you to do that in any way you possibly can. And I thank you for tuning into this video. I want to spread as much love and light as I possibly can. And sending good vibes to whoever's watching. So, Will from Shadow Ascent, signing out.